it's something to look forward to. I mean, we're all students. We all have full-time jobs. My whole life revolves around music, teaching and studying in school. But what it all comes down to is that I enjoy the music we create in this band above all else, especially having two like-minded people to share it with. It's really, really great.
Well, me and Alec went to high school together. We used to jam all the time on our breaks and during lunch hours and everything. And unfortunately, after we graduated, we lost contact with each other. And then I met Shane shortly after that. And we started jamming together with another friend who was in the band at the time. And then we needed a bassist and vocalist. And then I thought, oh, light bulb. I went to high school with someone who played bass and vocal.
I did a year of opera training at Canadian Mennonite University, but I really wanted to get into heavy metal, progressive rock, the stuff that I was really into, and I think that really ticked off my opera coach, and so I got out of there when I could.
The biggest dynamic we have in our band is that we have the acoustic side to the band and then the heavy metal side to the band. And it started off being we would have one or the other. We would have metal songs and we'd have acoustic songs. And now we've sort of morphed them together and we have songs with a bit of both in them. So that is probably the biggest element to our sound that is a lot different than what you're normally hearing from a heavy metal band nowadays.
It is very much a collaborative process. Shane and I will write the music more or less together. He covers, I would say, about 60% of the actual riffs, and then I would do the arrangements and try to connect them so I kind of see it, when it's finished before it's finished. And then Matt and I will write the lyrics together. Usually Matt will give me like a poem or something that he's written, and then I'll try to fit it into some music. Writing lyrics is such a huge release for me, because if I ever see something, like even in real life or in fiction or something, and it affects me, then I think to myself, how can I write a song about this? And then I'll usually try to find an excuse to go coop myself up in my room for a couple of hours and try to get some lyrics down about it.
Just finished your first full-length CD. What was it like?
It was a long, hard task. It took us about 2.5 years to finish. It was a lot of time going back in and fixing up a lot of things that we thought sounded good. It was a whole new experience for us to record that much music at once, but as much hard work as it was a lot of fun to do, and I'm looking forward to doing it again.
Honestly, I would really like to get picked up by a record label that wants to help us spread our music all over the world, and spend most of my time making sure that the world gets a chance to hear it firsthand.
We're going to be touring in 2 weeks at the beginning of May in support of our album, Dream Alive. Hopefully after that we can go into the studio again, do some more recording, do some more touring, playing more shows, doing everything we can to keep this band active.
You got to get out and support other bands and they'll support you. Probably at least 50% of our audience is people in other bands. Over the years we have developed a pretty good following, and they've been really supportive of us. And there's a lot of bands, though. That's the one thing that makes it really tough, is there's 100 million bands, it feels like, in this city, and to stand out above that is sometimes tricky. But I think that's another thing that with our sound, it's a little bit different. Than we're not just the 100th death metal band in the city screaming our lungs out. We have a little bit of variety, and that really helps us stand out.